Hey yo, what up do YouTube? It's your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10, and what I got for you today is some more NBA 2K22 Next Gen. Now what I happen to have for you today happens to be the best Kawhi Leonard build you should consider taking into NBA 2K23 Next Gen, because trust me, this build is special. Special shout out to my boy Samuel, because again, he has helped me make this build, and Samuel really is going to be the person replying in the comments to this build, because a few of you might have a few criticisms towards it and how you think, you know what I'm saying, Kawhi would have been different. Now, I will say this build does come with contact dunks, even though it doesn't get elite the way we set it up, but it can if you really do want to adjust it. It comes with a post game, it comes with great shooting, it comes with playmaking, and then of course on the defensive side of the ball, this thing can guard guards, big guards, forwards, and even some centers, because it does come with an interior defense, as well as the fact that it comes with damn near max physicals in the necessary spots. But before we get into the full video, I do gotta say, if you like today's video, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to share this video because it helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you have a comment on a specific build or you have a critique about this build, do me a favor, go and drop that comment. And don't forget, if you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, hit that subscribe button, as well as turning post notice on. Now, as most of you know, Kawhi Leonard is the starting small forward, right-handed jersey number 2 for the Los Angeles Clippers. Height-wise, he is 6'7", which is kind of shocking to me because I thought he was taller than Jimmy Butler, but they're damn near the same height. I say damn near, they are the same height. Weight-wise, he does weigh 225 pounds, and then we decided to give him a wingspan of 7'3", because I do believe this is his actual wingspan. Samuel, do me a favor, quote me in the comments and tell me whether it is, because I forgot. And then body shape-wise, as you can guess, we got to go defined, because if you've seen Kawhi, that boy is, yeah, Kawhi Jack, pause. Hello, pause. Anyway, going straight into it. Before we get into the build, as I said, do y'all want to see giveaways on the channel? Because we might do some in 2K23 just for the hell of it, because you know what I'm saying, if YouTube's paying for it, YouTube can give out the giveaways. But yeah, getting straight into the build, first things first, close shot. As you can guess, we didn't go uber high with this. We decided to go with a 60, mainly because we wanted you to get bronze mouse in the house, as well as putback finisher, pro touch, and fast twitch. But we didn't go uber high like we usually do, of going up to an 80 to give you that gold side. And then when it came to the driving layup, we decided to go with an 80. The main thing I'd like to emphasize on this build is we wanted to get the shooting as well. We basically wanted to get a really good Kawhi Leonard build. There was some things where we had to sacrifice, and finishing when it comes to close shot is one of the places we did. However, when it came to the driving layup, we decided to go with an 80. As you can see, that allows you to get silver acrobat, fearless finisher, mouse in the house, slithery finisher, gold pro touch, unstrippable, as well as Hall of Fame teardropper. And then driving dunk wise, as you can guess, we went with an 85. We do know you need an 84 with a 70 vertical for pro contact dunks, but again, Samuel managed to convince me to go with an 85 and the 75 on the vertical, because he really does love these builds to be able to compete for rebounds, and vertical does play a little bit of a part in that. Post control wise, we went with an 85 because this was the bare minimum you need to get Hall of Fame back down punisher, drop stepper, as well as dream shake. And for those of you who know Kawhi's game, when he's in the post, I'm not gonna lie, he is a vicious man once once Kawhi gets the ball and is able to triple threat you at the 3-point line or anywhere else. He is mean, and how precise, how surgical he is with how he gets to his buckets and his spots. Now, the next thing I'm gonna deal with is the physicals, because you know what I'm saying, I do like to get these out the way sometimes. Speed, we went with a 75, not maxing it out. Acceleration, we went with a 74. And then when it came to things like stamina, we went with a 90 again, like we did on the Jimmy Butler build. Main thing being, this is not a point guard build, so you don't need it at a 99, but you do need it at a 90. And then when it came to the strength, we went with a 45 because we needed to give this build so much that it could do a lot, which meant that we had sacrificed in a few places, as I said before, and again, one of those places was strength. Now, as for the stamina, as I always love to say, if you need your stamina at a 99, you might need to learn how to let go of that R2. Just saying. Now, to get the shooting out the way, actually, let's get playmaking out the way, because that's one of the other places where, you know what I'm saying, this build stands out, but it's not the best place it is. Speed with ball, we went with a 74. Ball handling, again, went with an 80 because, again, this is not a guard build, so it should be able to dribble the ball, but it doesn't need to dribble like Kyrie. And then pass accuracy, we decided to go with a 70, which is kind of low, but the main reason for this is we did want to just be able to get silver bullet passer. In order for us to get bailout, we needed a 75, and we really weren't prepared to do that because we needed to put a lot of the points in defense and shooting. Now, shooting-wise, we gave the boy 85 on the midi because, as most of you know, Kawhi Leonard is just amazing. Him, DeMar DeRozan, and I forgot who else. I remember the name. I might say Jimmy Butler are keeping the mid-range alive because they're the type of dudes who really love to play from it. And then when it came to the 3 ball, we gave him a max out 80 because as I've said before, Kawhi Leonard is a really good three-point shooter. I wouldn't call him great, but he's a really good three-point shooter, so we got to respect and give him an 80. And then when it came to the free throw, we only went with a 71 because the truth of it is, if you are playing this game, like, you should not be missing free, like, you can miss a few with the 71, but you should not be missing them to a point where you're going, damn, I really need my free throw to be way higher. Now, defensively, this is where the build is just amazing. We decided to go with a 70 when it comes to the interior defense. When it came to the perimeter, we decided to go with a 90 because, again, we wanted this to be Kawhi. And as most of you know, Kawhi at the perimeter is a scary man. In the post, he's still mean, but at the perimeter, God save you. And then when it came to the steal, we went with a 90 because we did want to get Hall of Fame interceptor as well as gold pickpocket because this is the claw. You know what I'm saying? You got to put some respect on this man's name. And then when it comes to the block, we decided to go with an 83. Key thing here was Samuel wanted to get the badge points as well. I usually would have gone with like an 81 because that's all you need for gold intimidator, but he wanted us to go with an 83 because, again, he really is fighting more for the attributes on these builds than the badges, which I actually got to respect. And then when it comes to the rebounding, we decided to go with an 81 when it comes to the offensive because, again, this is a build that's meant to do it all, but you shouldn't need to crash the glass too much if you got a decent center with you. And then 86 on the defensive side of it because you do need to crash the defensive glass quite a lot because, yeah, they'll be crashing it hella hard as well. Now, as you can see, that allows us to finish with 30 defensive, 20 playmaking, 25 shooting, and 20 finishing badges. If this doesn't scream Kawhi, I don't know what will for y'all because we really trying this side. Now, that gives you a grand total of 95 total badge points on this build. And as I have said before, if you have managed to finish all 9 seasons of NBA 2K22 Next Gen, as well as rebirth this build, then that gives you a grand total of 108 total badge points on this Kawhi Leonard build. Now, Takeovers, very first one, you know they got to be extreme clamps. Like, it's the claw. Kawhi Leonard is basically, he's known for his greatness on offense, but the one thing we cannot deny, this man might go down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest defender of all time. And yes, I know he's been injured bad times, but the truth of it is, think of it this way. Who else have we seen do what Kawhi can do defensively? I know there's a few people who've come close, but like, really think about that. And then the secondary take, you could easily go with something along the lines of ankle-breaking shots and negative impact, which would really match up with Kawhi. But we decided to go with post-shot daggers because, again, as I've said, watching Kawhi, if you've seen him play out the post when he does decide to fade out that thing, that boy is money. I can rarely remember the times I've seen Kawhi miss out the post, but hey, yeah. Now, let's see what 2K says we have happened to build here. I believe it is a two-way mid-range shot creator or scorer, the likes of Jimmy Butler, George Gervin, and Jason Tatum. Now, for those of you who watched the last video and watched it all the way through, you would have heard me say that you will not get Kawhi Leonard in the shades of unless the three ball is like a 73 or lower, which you can now see because, again, it gave us Jason Tatum, even though in my personal opinion, Kawhi Leonard's more of a two-way mid-range scorer than anyone on this list. But hey, 2K just loves to hate. Now, don't forget, if you like today's video and you want to see more content like this, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, to hit that subscribe button as well as turning post notifications on. Also, share the video because it helps them get out there. And really, I am still trying to know about whether y'all want to see some giveaways on this channel because we will be doing them, but it will only be for interaction, just in case. But yeah, it's been your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10. I need to go get a new controller. Deuces.